Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks so much for watching. This is the look I'm going to show you today, and all the products today are all drugstore products. Aren't you excited? Aren't you glad for me? So before I start, I want to give a special hey girl to Sagittarius Smooches, Nubian in the Desert, Arizona, and Mela Pearl. They have been very active on my page, asking me questions, giving me great feedback and comments, and I love your support. So first we're going to start with Maybelline Fit Me. I got this at CVS. The color is 360. Give it a little shaky shake. And I'm going to apply that on my face using my trusty Sonia Kashuk stippling brush. I will say that this color isn't exactly my color. This foundation isn't exactly my color. It's a little too light for me, but it's the darkest that I could find, and I just wanted to give you guys an idea of what it looks like. But it is something that I would wear. Okay, now next, moving right along, I'm gonna add my Fit Me, again by Maybelline. The color is 360 Mocha pressed powder that I also got from CVS, and dropped it and made a mess because this thing is open and it doesn't have a little pumpy. So anyways, back to it. Gonna add this on, and it comes with this little thing, but whatever, throw it away. And gonna use a brush, like a face brush, and I'm gonna just put that on my face to set this color. Now, as you notice, I didn't use any concealer because I didn't buy concealer, because I feel like I need somebody to tell me what concealer to use. I'm still not confident to go in there and buy it on my own. And this one had a concealer that they recommended, but I felt like it was way too light, so I didn't go for it. So I'm gonna use my own concealer. So this is gonna be one of the only products that I use that isn't from the drugstore, but I'm also not using it on to cover up any spots. I'm just using it to outline my eyebrows because I can't think of anything else I would use to do that. So yeah, I didn't use any concealer to conceal any spots on my face. I just put this foundation on straight up. I had a little primer that I didn't show because it isn't from the drugstore, but you know, I'm trying to stay true to this drugstore look. But I am rambling now, so moving on. I'm going to use my Powerist by Revlon. I'm going to use this darker color. And I'm going to fill in my eyebrow. This is like my trusty eyebrow kit, guys. So I've been using this one since from the beginning. I'm just gonna color that in. All right, watch it. And now I'm going to blend away the concealer on the top of my eyebrows and leave the bottom concealer there for very strategic eyeshadow purposes. And now for a dance break. I was listening to The Read with Crystal and Kid Fury. If you do not watch that or listen to it, it's hilarious. And they had a jamming song on, so I started dancing. There you go. Next, moving on to Black Radiance. This is a blush. It's called Raspberry, and I actually dig it. I dig this Black Radiance line. I was really surprised when I saw it in the drugstore. I was like, what is this? I'd never heard of it. So I picked up a couple pieces, and you're gonna see me add it to my repertoire of things, namely this blush, because you know I loves it. I'm gonna add it to my cheeks and my chin and my forehead. Now the NYX Eyeshadow Base that I'm using, I didn't get from a drugstore, but it's only $7.99. So I'm pretty sure that you can order it online, or you can find it at another, like maybe like a Sally's or another type of beauty supply. I got it from Ricky's here in New York City, but I think Sally's or something like that will carry it. So I'm adding that all on my lid, and especially when you use drugstore makeup, you've got to use a primer. You've got to prime it, because otherwise this color is not going to show up. And I was also told by my friend Rebecca, who is white, that makeup from the drugstore still doesn't show up on her even though she's white. So it isn't just because I'm black, which is what I thought it was this whole time. It's just the makeup is horrible. So we have CoverGirl, and I'm using this sort of lime color from the CoverGirl palette I got. I can tell you what the name of it is later on because I'm going to use some other colors from it. And I just apply that all over my lid, all over where the white is, all over my entire lid really. It's going to be like my base color. And then the next color I use is this sort of teal color, And I just put that on my inner tear duct on both eyes. And actually, let me pause this and I'm gonna go find out the names of this thing so I can be more professional. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm back. I figured it out. The name of the palette is called Tropical Infusion. It's not telling me the specific names of each color. So yeah, so it's CoverGirl palette. It's the Tropical Infusion palette number 205. And I'm just adding that sort of the green color in it, the like bluish green color in it. And I don't mean to judge it by saying that it's terrible, because the makeup isn't terrible, just the pigment colors aren't as, the color of the pigment eyeshadows aren't strong enough. So now I'm using the dark blue from this palette, and I'm just gonna add it to that part of my eye that I'm adding it on in the video. This little palette only cost me $5.97 or $5.79, and then they were having like some sort of sale, so I went kind of CoverGirl crazy. And this color is called Turquoise Tempest, and I'm just adding it in between the green and the blue as sort of like a transition color, but I'm just gonna end up blending it all out anyway. And this was a fun little tropical look. I haven't tried the orange from the palette, but I will soon to see how that shows up. And I ended up really liking the look. It's maybe something I would do more so in the summer, but these are the colors that I gravitated towards. I didn't actually gravitate toward any of the neutral colors. I don't know, sometimes I'm just like, if the color isn't crazy enough, like, I don't want to buy it, because I have a lot of neutral colors, you know? How many neutrals do you need? Ugh. So, oh, I lied. I did use the orange. I'm a liar. So I added a little bit of the NYX primer or shadow base to my inner tear duct, and I just added the orange to that area, and I also just ended up sweeping the orange all the way to the other side of the bottom of my lid. So right now I'm just, or the bottom of my eye, so right now I'm just blending it out, and I'm going to use this black Radiance waterproof eyeshadow and, eyeliner. God, what's wrong with me? Eyeliner. And this was a little bit different because I'm used to a felt tip eyeliner, and this one is a little bit harder, but I have to say that this is really waterproof. Like it's serious. And once I got the hang of it, I was able to put it on really nicely, and I like it. It was only $2.99 as well, so it was well worth its money, the money I paid for it. Okay, so now I'm going to blend out that orange all along the bottom part of my eye using the same brush that I used to apply it with. And then I'm going to move on to adding eyeliner to my lower tier area, eyelash line, curling my eyelashes, and then I'm going to add Lash Potion by Revlon to my eyelashes. I really like this mascara. Okay, so now I'm going to add the Wet n Wild Plumberry to my lips. I'm giving it another chance because I feel like it could be useful, and so it was useful. So I added it on. I really like the color on my lips. You can hardly see it. You can barely see it. I wanted you to be able to see more of it, but I like the color. It was 99 cents. This is a drugstore tutorial, and I'm going to use it. So now I'm moving on to Mochalicious from Wet n Wild as well, number 914C, and I'm going to add that. This color is really growing on me, and thank you guys for your feedback because I have been wearing all three colors actually. I feel better about them. Look at it. It looks good, right? It's a nice little neutral color, $1.99. It was great, and it also stains the lips, so it stays on longer than other lipsticks that I have that cost much more money. And that's basically it. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you guys love my tutorials. I love your feedback. Please share with your friends. Tell them about my page, and have a nice day.